everybody, it's your girl Tara Michelle. Welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. In today's video, we are going to discuss masterpiece fragrances. For me, I chose 10 out of my collection. Those ones that without question are just beautiful from beginning to end. I'm talking about the sillage, the projection, the longevity, the fragrance itself, exquisite. I don't focus on packaging when I'm talking about things like this because packaging doesn't do anything for me if I don't like the juice. So everything I'm talking about in this masterpiece of a fragrance, I am talking about the juice itself. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. First up, we have a fragrance that I still to this day cannot fully explain to anyone why I love it so much. It is so unique to my collection. I never smelled anything like it when I first purchased it. It is from a house that I absolutely love. I refer to him as the king of musks. That is correct. I'm talking about none other than Narciso Rodriguez. We are talking about Leau, Narciso Rodriguez for her. Even though, now that I think about it, the packaging on all of these is pretty exquisite actually. So Leau, this is a beautiful green, floral, amber, musky, slightly spicy with the patchouli fragrance. You don't really, the patchouli is not the star here, so don't let that scare you off. This is a beautiful lily of the valley fragrance. It is so clean, so pretty, so green. That cyclamen, you definitely get that. Listen, I could go, matter of fact, let me pull up. I'm going to go over the notes with you guys because this is an exquisite perfume. So we do have lily of the valley, we have rose, we have peony, we have jasmine, we have cyclamen, we have amber, we have musk, we have patchouli. So I have pretty much stated all of those things, but yes, this is beautiful. This is one of those fragrances where you're guaranteed not to smell like anybody else around you that day. I rarely hear anybody talking about this, and I've never smelled it on anybody else in my entire life. So this is a really, really good fragrance, you guys. I absolutely love this fragrance. Next up, we're going to talk about Casablanca from the House of Swiss Arabian. Baby, let me tell you something. This is a masterpiece. First of all, this is a fragrance that with the notes, when you look at the patchouli and the amber and the musk and the caramel and the grapes and just all this stuff that's in it, you don't really know what to expect. This is a beautiful, beautiful, oh my gosh. The iris in here, the powderiness that lends itself to just everything in here. This is a powderiness that just glides through everything else. You even pick up the grapes in the midst of that apple and that caramel. There's patchouli in, like there's just so much going on. Oh, this amber. Guys, I'm in love with this fragrance, and you can wear this fragrance year round. Like I smell this and lose my sense of, the English language. Like okay? Yeah, that's what I got for you. This is Casablanca. This is beautiful. I never want to be without this fragrance. This is a top 10 for life for me. Yes, this is a masterpiece in a bottle. You can tell me nothing wrong about this fragrance. It's diva mode. It is just all those things that you need to have perfection in a bottle. This would be that. Did anyone call for whipped cream, chestnut, vanilla, and sandalwood? This is her by Zadig and Voltaire. Oh, you talking about a perfume that hit me like a ton of bricks. And I have decided that she is a top 10 for life for me. She has booted L'Ombre de Merveille from the House of Hermes out of my top 10. I can't be without this fragrance. You got to be kidding me. This is another masterpiece fragrance that is all year round. Again, so far we're 3 for 3. You can wear Leau all year round. You can definitely wear Casablanca all year round. And I'm talking about being from the Midwest where we get all 4 seasons. High heat, extreme cold. They're there for you. They're still performing for you. So I think, as a matter of fact, all of these are all year round. See, that's masterpiece, like I said. So Baby, this is phenomenal. This is what those other fragrances like Donna from Trussardi, that is just too woody, too masculine woody for me. I couldn't do it. And you know, but this is done correctly when we're talking about wood. This sandalwood with the this is perfection. This is a masterpiece. Get your nose on this if you haven't already. When I'm done with this, I'm finding the biggest bottle I can. Anybody ask for some rose and rhubarb? Come on. Come on. She is the beauty that I don't even have to say her name. Y'all say it for me. What's this? I heard y'all. Oh, y'all participated with me. Delina from Parfums de Marly. Yes. This is the fragrance that everybody wants to clone. This is what everybody's trying to be. Everybody wants to be Delina. Oh, my gosh, bro. Baby girl, it's been a minute. I love you so much. She has my entire heart and soul. This is Delina. Put some respect with a T, spelling it correctly, on her name. Fantastic. There's nothing wrong with this. This projects. The longevity is amazing. It is a tart, feminine beauty. Beauty. And no matter who clones it, they will never beat the original. Our next masterpiece is from the house of Mazzolari, and it is called Vaniglia. This is hands down my favorite vanilla of all time. It is so beautiful. It touts only 3 notes, but we all know better than that. We have vanilla, we have caramel, and we have orchid. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I get so many compliments on this. People can't tell if they think I smell like cookies or cake or cinnamon toast. Like, I've heard it all. This is exquisite. It's exquisite. This is a perfume that I literally don't ever want to be without. Like, I love Mazzolari. It is a masterpiece of all masterpieces. I love this. Next up is a perfume that I did not like a few years back when I originally tried it. And now it has turned into one of the most exquisite things I've ever put my nose to. This is Flora Botanica from the house of Balenciaga. This is the perfume that touts the cannabis note, which I don't pick up. There's also supposed to be amber in here. Again, that's not what this perfume is about to me. For me, this is rose, carnation, and mint. The carnation stands out in this so well. Carnation is another one of those notes that you see here and there, and you can't really discern it from anything else. It's just sitting in there, and it's a part of this concoction that they've made. But in here, you get carnation. If you've ever been to a wedding or anywhere where there've been carnations, I'm telling you, you know what it smells like, you're gonna pick it up in here. Beautiful rose, mint, and carnation fragrance. It is so beautiful. Like, I can't even believe that I like this fragrance and that it speaks to me on the level that it does. But I am so glad I tried this again, that I picked it up and I just said, hey, we know our palette is changing. Maybe we should give that a chance, because I really do love a good mint note. I love a refreshing, cooling, beautiful fragrance. And that's what this gives me. Again, that's Flora Botanica from the house of Balenciaga. Now here's a new one that surprisingly had a couple of people calling it basic and nothing really special and returning it. Look, I can't speak for those people, but I'm telling you, Giorgio Armani hit a home run with My Way. This is the most beautiful tuberose fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. And I do love tuberose, as long as it's bubblegummy, sweet, candied, or green. Because that, what is it, Gracious Tuberose by Gucci Flora? I really like that one too. But baby, My Way is astonishing. This is so beautiful, so beautiful. Everyday work appropriate, spring and summer. You could also wear in the fall if you're still craving your tuberose. But baby, this is everything. This was definitely, I think, my best, the best release of 2020. It's either this one or Gentle Fluidity in Gold, but Still, to even have that be the competition it was up against says a lot for a designer fragrance. This is a beauty. I love it. Absolute masterpiece. This next fragrance hit me like a ton of bricks. I smelled this and was beside myself. I had never smelled anything like it at that time. It was so rich and luxurious and deep and just absolutely sexy. And that is none other than Eau de Parfum. I don't care how many flankers they come out with, this will always be a masterpiece. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the Eau de Parfum version of C. I'm talking about, it's beautiful. Now, I think this is a newer formulation because the first formulation I had was a little deeper and darker and richer and lasted longer. However, this is still diva mode. Even in this newer formulation, please, I have no complaints with this. This is amazing. The C Le Parfum is also another masterpiece. It's newer to my collection, but that baby is exquisite as well. This is the first one I ever smelled. This is the one that just changed the game for me on me loving those deeper, darker, sexier perfumes. Again, another one of these fragrances that was helping me climb up out of my celebrity fragrance world. Love it. Now, you cannot have a masterpiece fragrance list and not include this one. This is none other than Maison Francis Kurkdjian's masterpiece, Baccarat Rouge 540. Oh, just to even own the original bottle of this, you had to come out some Skrilla, some moolah, some coins, some money, baby. This is, oh my God. I only know two people. I've only ever come across two people who said they didn't like this. The other people who gripe and moan about it is because they're tired of hearing about it. But baby, you perfection. That's all. That's all I have to say. One of the most impossible to describe perfect fragrances. Baccarat Rouge 540. This last fragrance speaks to my heart and to my soul. She is my girl. She's a top 10 for life. Sitting comfortably at number 5 on my top 10 list. If I'm being honest with myself, she could be, you know, in the top 3, depending on my mood and depending on if I'm smelling her or not. Because, baby, Miss Olympea from the house of Paco Rabanne, the original Olympea. Oh, listen, I'd never known about salt being in a fragrance. And again, this is not your iodized salt. This is sea salt. This is vanilla. This is perfection in a bottle. You can never tell me anything wrong about Olympia. She is diva mode. She is lasting with you all day. She is just unique. And, you know, I know other people have said they've smelled things. People have cloned and copied this. Sure, she is unique. Like MFK, like Delina, and like her. It's not their fault that people have cloned them and come behind them and tried to remake them. But she is OG. She is one of a kind. She is universal. She's a masterpiece. This is Olympia. Bow down to the queen. Thank you guys for spending this time with me today and discussing masterpiece fragrances. Of course, I want to see you guys in the comments. I would love to know what fragrances you either used to have, they could be discontinued, no longer found, or the ones you currently have in your collection that you consider to be absolute masterpieces. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do. Please also click that like button and select that notification bell so that you never miss any of my uploads. As always, I want to see you guys in the comments. And until then,